Hey there, YouTubers. JB Coins here. Another box of $250 worth of dimes. Haven't done these for a while. We got these from the bank that we have had previous success finding silver dimes, more so than the other bank locally. So we decided we haven't done some of these for a while, and so Camera Girl wants me to find some silver. Remember the last time she decided, we did. So, circulated dimes. The last box we got, if you remember right, I think it was the last box of dimes, was all brand new coinage. But this is the good stuff. This is circulated. And with the plastic rolls, yeah, sure. You can see all the nice shiny new ones, but you know, if there's any old ones in there, I don't know how well they would stand out through the plastic. Take a couple real quick. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. So we'll just tear the plastic open, do it the old-fashioned way. Now the sad part is it's kind of hard to do it by edges, but we'll see if we can do it. What do you know? Made a liar of myself. Okay. Don't see any silver. See if we can get lucky and do two in a row. Oop, dropped a couple. So much for that. Yeah, I'm really making a mess out of this one. This was what I expected out of the first one, that it just wouldn't come out and cooperate. But I'll fix it here in a second. So obviously, for the silver hunters, there's a really dark, grungy looking one that just flew off the end. I can't make it out. I'll have to look at it with the cheaters. But for those of you that watch on a regular basis, you know, we're going to look at the edge real quick, see if we see anything that's obviously gray or white, as opposed to this nice shiny pink. The nice shiny pink is probably new issue or fairly new issue. We'll go through a few of these on camera, and well, that's close. That's a 65. So I mean, you can see as grody as that thing is, you really can't make out what the edge is like. The coin's really dirty. So 1 year too late. So what we'll do is we'll just grab a small stack of these. See what we got. We got 2015P, but it's all dinged up. 94P. It's dirty. That looks promising. Get the cheaters on here. Oops, as I drop it. It's just barely offset. I mean, this side here is just a little fatter than that side, but it's not really what I think would be considered an offset. It's a 2015. The front's actually offset a little bit as well. Left side's a little thicker. Right side's very thin, and it's a 2015P in pretty good shape. So I'll set that one aside. We'll take a better look at it later when we have a little. Obviously, 1965 and newer, unless it's an S and has that white side. If it has the pink side, you know, the clad pink, then it's probably just an S proof, not an S silver. But in the mint sets, silver mint sets, there are S mint marks that are 90% silver, like the 64 and older. This is an interesting coin right here. I'm going to set it aside for the wrap up. It's a 99. Believe that's a P, but it has a very deep set rim. It's the reading on the edge is a little worn, but not flattened, and the coin is actually sunken in the rim. So we'll go into that more detail in the wrap. But anyway, an S. I know this question has come up in the comments section from you guys, and I want to try to address it. An S across all the different mints means it's from Sacramento mint. And like I was saying, with dimes and quarters and half dollars, the S could be clad, and it would have the pinkish edge, or it can be an S silver. So they tend to be lower mintages too. So, but we're running long on the beginning here, so we've got 2,500 coins that we've got to go through. So unless we find something really cool, like some silver or something odd, we'll see you at the wrap. Okay, YouTubers, we're about 20 rolls into the box, not quite halfway, and look what's sitting in the middle of that pile that I just dropped out of that plastic. And I did not see it through the plastic. I haven't looked at it yet, so give me a second here. There's an S on the back of it. It does not appear to have... No, it does not have full split bands, which are, when you hear that referred to, that's these bands across here. That one's partially split. That one's not. And that one's not. The one in the middle is usually the first one to go. Let's see what we got. Flip it over. Oh, she's not bad looking. She's not bad. Oh, she's a little, yeah. 45S though. Merc. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll get back to you. Okay, camera girl got all excited with that last one with the Merc and started grabbing the magnifier, her magnifier, and looking at rolls. And she thinks this one right here looks like a silver, and it kind of does. I can't tell. I looked at it and I'm not entirely sure, but what I'm going to try and do is crack this plastic right here. I don't want to stick the magic screwdriver in there, of course, because it might scratch it. It definitely would scratch it. Got it. It's okay. Back's looking a little shiny. The edge is a maybe. Hard to tell. Wow, that's a 2002P. But see, that's where it's a fooler. I mean, that, and that. Yeah, I guess the silver one's a little duller. But I mean, that's why it's hard to tell even through the plastic. You gotta look at them. They're just too small. That's the big problem. So we'll catch you at the wrap. Hey there, YouTubers. Here's the wrap up. You saw us get the 46 Rosie on camera, and you saw the Merc 45 Merc laying on top of the pile, so we don't need to go over those. The only other thing that was really kind of interesting about this box was how much new shiny coinage there was. There's a ton of new issue 2015P in here, but they were mixed throughout all the rolls. They weren't solid rolls. One thing that I noticed was a tendency of a lot of them to have an offset. Now these are offset to the point to where the edge disappears to the southeast. They're not significant enough to me to keep, but there were dozens of these, if not maybe 100 of these in this type of condition. So the 2015 Ps might be something to keep an eye out and kind of check and see if you wind up with a doubled edge or you get 5, 10, 15% offset. That's worth keeping. These two aren't that far along, but these are brand new issue and they're already rolling off the edge. So that means they came from the mint that way. Both of these pennies, 90%, 45 and a 46, and then a weird one. We always get weird ones. This is a 2010 cent Queen Elizabeth from Bermuda. So don't know what it's worth. We'll have to look it up. Might only be worth 10 cents. Don't know what it's made out of. Could be silver. So we'll check it out. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, forgot something. Couple of coins to look for. The 96W that we talked about at the beginning was the coin we were looking for. That's a 90% coin, special issue. It was in 50th anniversary of the design, so they came out with a West Point 90%er in 1996 with the West Point mint mark, and some of those hit circulation. In 68, 70, 75, and 83 in the proof sets, some of them were issued with no S mint mark in the proof set on those dimes. They could be in circulation, so if you find a proof from that year and it doesn't have an S mint mark on it, that's a keeper. The 82 is the no mint mark coin that I was referring to. There is a P and a D, and they actually have that mint mark on them. So if you find one with no mint mark, that's the 82. That's one of the rarest dimes that in the Roosevelt series. In the Mercury series, one of the things I found looking up was a 42 P or D. They had an error where the date was double an RPM, repunch mint mark. So you had a 42 over the 41. So if you look at it under magnification, you can see that the 2 and the 1 have been punched twice. So keep an eye out for those. Just wanted to give you a couple of those there at the end. Hope you guys found this interesting. It's 2,500 coins to find 2 silvers, but we found 2 silvers, and it seems to be kind of consistent with these dimes from this bank that we usually find silver. So hope you guys found it interesting. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, comment. You're giving us great ideas too. Hopefully we answered some of your questions. And until next time, JB Coins signing off.